Hi, this is Nathan Bowman with Draper Inc., and today we are going to cover programming the LVC IP bridge. Okay, the first thing that we need to determine is what type of low voltage controller the IP gateway will be responsible for managing. By default, it's going to show up that it is going to control an LVC 5. However, this is also compatible with an LVC 4, so if we need to change that, we can do so. We simply navigate to where it says LVC 5, hit enter, and then we're going to use our up or down arrow to navigate to LVC 4. So just make sure you select the correct control that you're trying to tie into. Otherwise, you may have some functionality issues. So we're going to integrate into an LVC 4 here. So I'm going to select that and hit enter. My next option is my IP port. So we're going to navigate down here and select enter. By default, each LVC IP bridge is going to ship out as DHCP, meaning that it's going to obtain its IP information automatically from the network that it's going to be tied into. However, if you have specific IP information, or if you're building a dark network, we can change this to static. To do so, simply navigate to mode, select enter. DHCP will be highlighted, and then you can use your up or down arrows to navigate to static. Once you have static selected, hit enter, and it will automatically configure a default IP address and IP information for you. If you want to change this, we can simply do so by navigating down to the IP address and hit enter. As the three numbers are selected, I can use my up or down arrows to navigate through the various three-number configurations. Once I get to the configuration that I would like to adjust, I simply stop, hit enter, and once I hit enter, I can then navigate to the individual numerical value to adjust. So I'm going to change this to 193, hit enter. Now those three numbers are highlighted. I need to change my 168. I'm going to use my down arrow to navigate over. Once it is highlighted, hit enter. Now I can adjust the 168. So I'm going to leave the 1, but I want this to be 55. So I'm going to change this to 5, hit enter, navigate over, change this to 5, and now we're solid. I'm going to leave the 1 and 90, but if I wanted to change that, I would simply navigate over, hit enter, and then I can make those changes as needed. Now that I'm done, I'm going to hit my back button, and my IP address is now configured. Same thing for the subnet mask. If we need to adjust that, we simply navigate down with our down arrow, hit enter. The first three numbers are going to be selected. If I want to adjust those, I hit enter again. Then I can adjust those on an individual level. Moving along to the next number as I hit enter, and using my up or down arrows to cycle through the numerical values. Again, hitting enter will select the 3-digit value. I can use my up or down arrow to navigate across and make adjustments as necessary. Once I'm happy with that, I will simply hit the back button and it will save that information. Default gateway is going to be the same way. Select default gateway and press enter. Select the numerical value that you want to adjust, hit enter, and then you can adjust that on an individual numerical value level. Once I'm done with that, I will hit back. I'm happy with my default gateway. Our default gateway is set up. Now I can also adjust my UDP port. By default, it's going to default to 12343. If I want to change that, I simply highlight UDP port, hit enter. Now I can change these all at the individual numerical value. So if I want to change that, I simply use my up or down buttons, hit enter as I navigate through each number. Once I get to the end of the line, rather than hitting back, I'm just going to hit enter, and it's going to save that new number. The last option on this screen is the MAC address. This is not a configurable parameter. However, this is just more for informational purposes. If you're tying into a building network and they request the MAC address of the controller, this is where it can be found. Alright, so we are going to back out. Now we are going to the IP monitor port. This is going to be important for initial installation and troubleshooting. What this does is this allows you to see the commands that are being passed along to the LVC IP bridge in real time. So as the integrator is sending commands through, you can monitor it, and it will tell you, hey, we received this command, and it matches this command that we have in our system to move the shades down. You'll see all that right on the screen. However, if they send an incorrect command, you're going to see a bunch of garbage on the screen and it's not going to recognize the command. So it's an instantaneous way to determine if your integrator is using the correct protocol strings or not. Okay, the final thing on the LVC IP bridge is the factory reset. If for some reason you need to wipe this to factory settings, you simply navigate down to the factory reset, hit enter, It's going to ask you, are you sure you want the factory reset? No is the back button, yes is the forward button. I do not need to do a factory reset, so I'm just going to hit back here. Thanks for watching how to configure an LVC IP bridge. If you have any additional questions or concerns, please contact Draper Technical Support at 1-800-238-7999 and select option 3.